Hey, welcome back to another episode of Let's Learn Minecraft. So today we're gonna learn about food. So let's get started. So in order to make food, most of the time you will need a furnace and or crafting bench. Food is pretty easily obtainable. So if you're gonna build a farm, you're gonna want to grab a hoe and go ahead and till soil. There. Now, as you can see, the blocks that are more than 4 blocks away are changing back into dirt rather than into tilled soil, like ready to be planted. And the blocks that are within 4 blocks of the water are getting darker. They're getting moisturized. So you're definitely going to want to keep some good water on your farm. Now, if you don't have access to iron just yet, try to build it close to water. That'll be the best solution. But if you don't have any water, and you do have dirt, and you are just decided that you're definitely going to build a farm, then good luck, and you can go ahead and throw seeds down right away on top of this drier soil, and it'll stop changing back out of this format. It'll stop changing from unplantable soil now that you've done that, so the seeds will hold it in. But keep in mind that non-irrigated soil will take longer for the plant that you're trying to grow. All right, so let's move along to our next item. Okay, so let's talk about farms. So you've got wheat farms. I like to do it somewhere in this configuration with 7 or 8 blocks long, and water running down the middle, something to walk on, whether it's a half slab or some carpet. That's just the way I like to do it. Then you've got carrots, you've got potatoes, you have melons, and you also have pumpkins. So with all of the first 3 types, the potatoes, carrots, and wheat, once you harvest the crop, you have to replant immediately. Whereas with melons and pumpkins, you don't. You plant it once, you come by, you get your melons or your pumpkins, and a new melon or pumpkin will pop up a short time later. But keep in mind, with melons and pumpkins, you do need to have dirt within 1 block, basically. So 1 block away from the stem once it's fully ready. Moving on, we've got cocoa beans. Now, you're not going to be able to eat cocoa beans, but you can harvest them from jungle biomes. So if you find yourself in a jungle, keep an eye out for these guys, because you can harvest some jungle wood and make a small cocoa farm back at your house. Next up, we've got fishing. So fishing will yield fish. There's 2 types of edible fish right now. One of them is just raw fish, and the other one is raw salmon. And for our last type of gatherable food source, we have mushrooms. Mushrooms come in 2 varieties. They do come in large format also, but you're either going to find brown or red. So those, that's going to cover the kind of the basic harvestable plants that you'll be able to find in Minecraft. So let's go ahead and move on to animals. So as far as animals go, we'll start with the cow. So cows are just like all the other animals we're going to talk about today. You can breed the cow. You just need some wheat. It's going to be 1 wheat per cow. So 2 wheats will yield you 1 baby cow. From cows, you can harvest milk with a bucket. You get leather and raw beef. And then we have mushrooms. Oh, look at a little baby mushroom. Hello, little baby mushroom. Mushrooms are also breedable, breedable with wheat, but they can give you the same raw beef, the same leather, the same milk. But if you use shears on them, you can get some red mushrooms. And if you happen to have an empty bowl, you grab a bowl, you can walk right up to them with the bowl, right click on them, and get mushroom stew. It'll fill up your bowl of mushroom stew. So moving on to pigs. Pigs are currently in the 1.8 version, they are breedable with carrots. So you just walk up, give a carrot to one, give a carrot to another, and then you get one of those little baby pigs. Hello, little baby pig. With pigs, pigs allow you to ride them if you have a carrot on a stick and a saddle. But in the event that you do need to eat and you go ahead and kill them, you will get a piece of raw pork chop. Chickens. Chickens give eggs. They are breedable with seeds, and they will result in raw chicken, feathers, and eggs. Next up, sheep. Regardless of the color of the sheep, whether you've dyed it green or orange or purple, they're breedable with, you guessed it, wheat. And you will, from the sheep, get raw mutton and wool blocks, so you can do fancy stuff. And our last animal of the day is our rabbit. Rabbit currently have 3 items that will allow them to breed. Carrots, golden carrots, and dandelions. So if you take any one of those 3, or a combination thereof, and you feed it to the rabbits, you will get baby rabbits. Rabbits, once killed, will give you raw rabbit. They will give you rabbit hide, and occasionally, it's kind of a rare drop, but you may get a rabbit foot. Rabbit foot is used mostly in brewing. So now we'll go down, let's go down this way. We'll go down and take a look at the crafting recipes for all of our hunted. Okay, so you got some raw ingredients from some of your animals. What do you do with them now? Well, if it's beef, you throw it in a furnace and you will get steak. We already talked about the mushroom stew. And pork, same thing, throw it in a furnace, you get some cooked pork chops. Chicken, raw chicken, throw it in a furnace, get some cooked chicken. Mutton, throw it in a furnace, get some cooked mutton. Rabbit, throw it in a furnace, get some cooked rabbit. It's pretty repetitive, but the concept is simple. Raw fish will turn into cooked fish, and raw salmon will turn into cooked salmon. So now with the 1.9 snapshot coming, or with the 1.9 release coming sometime soon, I went ahead and left a little bit of expandable room. Now there is one other item I wanted to touch on. Rotten flesh. If you're in a bad spot and all you have is rotten flesh, you can eat it. There are some negative side effects. Spider eyes will also give you the ability to eat them as well. So if you have had a successful farm and you're harvesting wheat and you want to know what to do with it, well, go ahead and make some bread. Just throw 3 wheat in the crafting table and get a piece of bread. Carrots can be eaten raw, so you just go ahead and chomp on the carrots. Baked potato, throw a potato in a furnace and get a baked potato. Melons are really simple. You just break the melon apart and you get 8 melon slices. And last up, we have mushroom soup, or mushroom stew rather. And that one is just a red mushroom, a brown mushroom, and a bowl, giving you this delicious mushroom stew. So on to our next section. So now we're going to cover some of the more complicated recipes. So if you did happen to see my birthday video where I made cake, you've already seen this, but it's just 3 buckets of milk, 2 sugar from sugar cane, 1 egg, and 3 pieces of wheat. And a cookie, I think it's actually 8 cookies. But if you decide you want to eat some cookies, all you need is 2 wheats and a cocoa bean. And then we have pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pie is just a piece of pumpkin, or a whole pumpkin rather, an egg, and a piece of sugar. And then we have rabbit stew. This is one of the more complicated recipes because it involves cooked rabbit, carrot, baked potato, mushroom, and a bowl. Now we have some of our more magical recipes. So over here we have a golden apple. The golden apple has some special properties with it, but it's going to require an apple and 1 full circle, or 8 golden ingots. Then we have the notch apple, which is kind of an upgrade over the golden apple, or it's an enchanted golden apple. Same thing, it's going to require blocks of gold instead of ingots, and 1 apple. Then we have the golden carrot. We already know that the rabbits will eat that to make baby rabbits, and that's going to be 8 of the little golden nuggets and 1 carrot. And then it's not really a food item, but it is a melon, so I decided to throw it in here. And the glistening melon is going to require 8 gold nuggets and 1 piece of melon. So that pretty much covers all of the food items that we have. I went ahead and brought my kitchen over, or I recreated my kitchen from the Let's Play world over here into the Let's Learn world. So if you guys have any questions, or if I missed anything, definitely leave a comment. Let me know what I missed. I'll be sure to include it in an upcoming video. And once the new version of Minecraft gets released, I'm going to do an update video on this with any of the changes, maybe the new food items, maybe the new things you need to breed with. And yeah, that's going to do it for this episode. I do want to thank you for watching, and have a great day. Bye!